What's the word, Harrisburg? Welcome to another edition of the show. Today we have a wonderful event planner by the name of K3. You want to know what that stands for?
Kai's Krafty Konceptz.
There we have it. Thank you and welcome to the show. How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Who do we have with you?
I have my daughter, Kyea, my mother, Sharon.
And this makes up the K3?
Well, my other daughter, she's at work right now, but she's part of it too.
Okay,
Kyrie.
so tell us something. Let me. Here we go, Harrisburg. Get my hat on. Yes. Now,
Okay.
tell me something about K3.
So K3 was started in 2016.
Okay.
I used to do events for family members and friends and that type of thing, and everybody kept saying, "Kai, you need to do it. You need to do it. You need to make it a business." I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have the time for that. I don't want to do it. So my sister-in-law called me one day. She was like, "I had a dream about you last night." She was like, "And you was in Oprah's studio." I'm like, "Girl, bye." Like, I ain't,
Oprah?
yeah, like you was in Oprah's
We're going to
studio.
start in Gina's studio right now.
But she's real, like, she's very spiritual.
Okay.
And she's like, it came to me in my dream. And she had been telling me for a while, like, you need to do this. And I'm like, Joy, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And she was like, it came to me in my dream last night. She was like, girl, you was in Oprah studio. But I'm like, yeah, right, Oprah, whatever. But she was like, no, seriously, Kai, like, you need to do it. She was like, I had the vision in my dream. She was like, you need to start your own business. She was like, you just do it, out of fun. She was like, but you're good at it. You need to do it. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I got called to ask to do my aunt's party. And after I did my aunt's party, it just kind of took off from there. And how I did my own wedding. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was like, you did this yourself? I'm like, yeah, I really did. So that's where it came from. And I mean, I had a vision before, like, oh, if I started my business, I would name it this, I would do that. So that's how it came about, pretty much.
So, how does one go about doing an event planning? What is an event planner?
So a lot goes into event planning, and some people don't want to be bothered with the headache of finding a venue, trying to pick a theme or colors, or just finding people that make cakes or people that do bar service or that type of thing. So I sit down and do a consult with you and see exactly what you need. I do everything from the decorations. We do treats. Kyrielle, she's good at doing a lot of my treats for me. So I pretty much taught them everything that I know. So when I can't get it done, I'm like, hey, I need you to, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. So they've been with me from the beginning. They kind of sort of do it all. So if I'm not around, they can basically put a party together themselves. So if you call, you need somebody to do a cake. I can put you in contact with somebody that does cakes. I can put you in contact with someone that has a venue or, runs a venue. So pretty much all the event planning and decorating.
So if I'm calling you and you're giving away who you get your cakes from and who venue to use, how is that benefiting K3?
Because when I do a consultation, I have a consultation fee involved as well. So if you're calling and you're saying, hey, I need your help with finding a venue, there's a fee involved.
Okay.
Or most people call and want decorations, but they also need venue too. So if I'm doing the decorations, I'm getting a fee from doing the decorations as well. I don't mind, saying, hey, I know a list of people that have venues to call, but I'm in the process of looking for my own venue at this point. So.
Oh, okay. Are you a for-profit or non-profit?
Non-profit.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because the city of Harrisburg has what we call CDBG funds, and we are looking for new people to invest and give the money to. Now, you've already missed the deadline for this current application season,
Okay.
but I think February of next year it opens up again, and the mayor is looking for new people to invest in. So,
That's awesome.
call me, keep me in mind, or I'll try to remember to tell you, come on, Kai, you got to come and apply for this money. And
Right.
it will help you with the brick and mortar. So you're looking for a place, you can utilize that money for that. So
Okay.
remember that. Okay, so now your daughter, you do the treats. So what
And
kind of the balloons? Yes, balloons are nice. Now, I'm always afraid that the balloons are going to pop. I can't stand the pop. I would get one, maybe how many ever I would get done. But once that first pop goes, I'm done. So, how do you stay focused and maintain your calm with the balloons? And what kind of treats do you make?
Um, so with the balloons, I just
Wait, hold
just
up.
go.
Can you speak up a little louder? And we have people that's listening. And I want them to hear what you have to say.
Okay. So with the balloons, I just go with the flow. Put music in my ears and just do it. The
Oh.
popping. I'm so used to it now.
Okay.
Yeah. And the treats I do: Rice Krispies, Oreos, wafers, pretzels, and strawberries.
Marshmallows.
Oh, marshmallows too.
And what do you do to them?
Dip them in chocolate and
Oh.
then design them,
Oh, okay.
decorate them.
Okay. And you do all that for K3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you do down there, Mom?
Well, I cover chairs, I cover tables, table runners, centerpieces.
Oh, you set everything up.
She keeps everything organized for me.
the
And I
organizer.
organize her inventory and add to and, make sure everything kind of runs smooth and easy.
Okay. So now, do you have anything coming up now? You got an event planned right now?
Actually, I have an event coming in October. I just got a call today for a rental. So I do rentals too. Like I have a few throne chairs that I rent. I rent out my equipment, like my arches, my backdrops, my
You have the big chairs?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I have kids chairs as well. So
Oh,
I do rentals. So when I'm not actually doing a full party, I might have a rental for a weekend that keeps me afloat. So it's constant flow of income coming in, whether I'm actually doing a full decoration or doing a consultation and telling you, hey, I know this person has a venue, or if we're just doing, a decoration or rental. So constant flow of income.
okay. So what have you done what was your biggest event that you've done?
I think the biggest was the wedding, right? And what was the biggest after that?
My
sister-
dad's.
Oh, your dad. Yeah, I did her dad's 50th surprise party. We put a lot of time and work into that to make
Okay.
it look. Because I had it at the Edgemont Fire Hall,
Okay.
and basically it's just 4 walls, and I wanted to look a lot better than just 4 walls. So we put a lot of time
Yeah.
into that party.
So you pretty much take the firehouse look like something other than the firehouse.
Right.
Okay. How'd the party turn out?
Turned out really nice. It turned out really nice. So I know the person that runs the firehouse. So I had
Mhm.
access to that firehouse. So I was able to go in there on a Monday and, work my way up through to Sunday to get everything done. So we didn't have to go in there and rush. Like
Rush.
most times we have
Mhm.
like 3-4 hours to do an event. We had from Monday to Saturday morning to kind of finish the event, and I think I went over the top. But I wanted to showcase too, so
Yeah.
I
And that's
went
a
above
part
and
of your
beyond.
decoration. When someone asks you to do an event for them, people are coming in. Like you did my niece's baby shower,
Mhm.
and I liked the place that it was at. But you transformed that place, and oh my God, that was my first time actually really seeing your work. I knew you did things, and they were nice what I saw, but that one was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Look, how much this cost? It was beautiful in there. So
Thanks.
I'm sure that's not the first time you heard anything about your designs or decoration, but that place was beautiful. So how do you go about getting your business?
So a lot of it is word of mouth or social media. Like I have someone working on my actual webpage as of right now. So it's
Okay.
being developed.
Mhm.
But my Instagram page and my Facebook page, because I post stuff, then they share it. This person shared, that person shared. So it's a lot of word of mouth and social media.
and you get booked pretty fast.
Yeah.
So if someone would want to, so let's just say right now somebody's looking to have an event, they would contact you how?
They can contact me through Instagram message, Facebook Messenger, but my number's on there as well. So I get a lot of emails and I get a lot of phone calls. I get numbers from, I'm like, who is this person? Sometimes I don't want to answer, but I got to remember, like, answer the phone. So I get a lot of phone calls and they're like, hey, this person told me about you, or I saw your work on Facebook and I wanted to know X, Y, and Z. So that's how I.
So from start to finish, how long is the process?
So when you initially contact me, because I still work my full-time job, so I get a lot of my inquiries during business hours. So I'm telling them like, hey, I got your message. I will get back to you after 5 o'clock if that's okay. And most people are like, yeah, whatever. So I'll call you and I'll find out what you're looking for, and I'll ask you your budget, your theme, how many people are you planning on having, and do you have a venue? Once I get it in my head what venue that you're having, like, I pretty much know the venues around here now. So once I get it in my head what venue you're going to, I can say, I know what I can do with that place. I know how much time I got to do it in that place. Then they give me their, their colors, their themes, whatever the case it may be. And my biggest thing is communication. So once I tell everybody, deposit secures everything. So once we go over your consultation and you put a deposit down, I'm on it from there. I'm thinking of what I can do, how I can do it, and I'm constantly calling you like, hey, do you want me to just do my own thing, or do you have specifics? So once I get that, I love it when they tell me to just go ahead and do my own thing. Like, I just get to go in there and do whatever I want. And that's pretty much how most of them is. Some people are really, like, I just had a 50th birthday party this weekend?
Saturday.
And she's a really close friend of mine. She's like a big sister. She drove me crazy. She was like the worst. I'm like, how can you be my sister and be the worst client ever? I had to block her. I'm like, do not call me no more. But I was able to go in there and, make it.
And she was pleased.
Yes, but she drove me crazy. You get them clients that are like, what is this and what is that? And how is it going to look? I'm like, do you trust me? If you trust me, let me do it.
Yeah.
If you don't, then come and help me set up there. It's one of them type things. But yeah, so other than that, I'm big on communication. So once we get everything established and I get your invoice and your contract signed and you put your deposit down, I'm calling you every week like, hey, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I really don't like last minute stuff, but I work better under pressure. So it's like a give and take. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it, but I love it. Yeah. So I do some last minute depending upon how big the events are. Yeah. But other than that, normally I have like a month or two.
Okay.
So my mind gets to going and I start thinking of stuff, and then I start ordering stuff, and they're like, why are you ordering more stuff and you already have this? I'm like, because I just thought about something. I want to do something different. So do
you cater some of your events? Because I know, ladies and gentlemen, she's an excellent cook. I know you can cook. So do you cook for some of these events?
Some. Very selective. Because it's so much work. When you're doing a full setup and you have treats to do and you have to cater, it's a lot of work. And then they start fussing, and then, So I try to keep it to where they're not fussing at me because I need them. But I do cater select few. It all depends. Or if you're just asking for one dish or the other. But yeah, I will cook.
So do you have like packages that you okay.
Yeah, I have packages. I have adult packages and I have children packages. And then I have a full list of things that I do, very detailed. So if you pick a package and there's something that's not in your package that you want, you can always go to the list and say, I want to add this or I want to add that.
Oh, okay. Options.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have an a la carte list for my treats and stuff that I do as well.
So do you have where do you store all this stuff? You have, because I've seen your dessert cart, and I've also seen a big moving truck outside. So where do you store all this stuff?
So my attic is full, my garage is full, my storage unit is full, my truck is actually full. I'm starting to move stuff into my mom's house. I'm starting to move stuff into my mom's house. So that's the whole purpose of me looking for a venue so that I can get a warehouse, make it to what I want, and still have storage as well. Like my storage area now is like to capacity. I actually need another storage area. My garage is completely full. My attic, my basement, my truck. Like I have to move the stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, everything is full. I get fussed at every day because my living room now is like,
I've seen the living room,
yeah. And
and it's not gotten any better.
the people that I live with are trying to move out and leave me there with all my mess. Like,
Well, it
nobody
sounds like
wants
they
to
have
deal
to.
with me.
You running out of space, and next
I
thing you taking
am.
it is their bedroom.
But it's so expensive for storage units.
Oh,
So that's the issue. But it's at the point where I need another storage unit.
well, I think it's a warehouse on 3rd Street, going towards McClay on the right-hand side. If you're going up 3rd towards McClay,
Hmm.
and it's for sale.
I need to look into it
Mhm.
because
It's
I'm
really
like
big.
running out of space
Space.
everywhere. Like she even has stuff in her room. She's like, "Mom, you got to get your stuff out my room." So, yeah, there's stuff everywhere. Like everywhere I look is, but I try to tell them like, this is the money maker. You know what I mean? Like this is keeping everything afloat. Aside from what y'all do, like this is how we, live life. This is how
Mhm.
we enjoy without saying, "Oh, we can't do this, we can't do that." Like this is the money maker. So, yeah, I deal with it.
Yeah, you gotta deal with it, baby girl.
Yeah.
Well, so you gotta get booked. You can a la carte pick what you want for your events. How do you unwind after you have an event?
So this is the part. So we go in most venues we have 3 to 4 hours to set up, and we're in there, we're moving, we're getting stuff done, and then the event goes on, and we go back within 4 or 5 hours and tear it all down. They're all like, "We just put all these balloons up, and now we taking them all down." Sometimes I just have to go home and take a glass of wine. I just need to sit there. Like our feet swole, like everything's swole. Yeah, we just gotta sit down, unwind, have a glass of wine.
Now, I know you don't drink wine, do you? It's okay. I know you're of age to drink it, but I didn't know if you did or not. How do you unwind, Mom?
I go home, I put a patch on my back, and I stretch out my
Mm.
leg.
Because I know that's some strenuous work.
It is.
Moving, pulling, dragging, lifting, bending.
I try to get my son and her dad to do the big stuff. Like I get them to, bring the big stuff in, carry the big stuff out. I try to get them to move the big stuff, but they're not always around all the time. So I have put it out there that we're hiring for setup, we're hiring for tear down.
Oh,
So
okay.
the more help, the better. But everyone's not detail oriented. And if you've ever come to one of my events or you've ever worked with me, everyone will tell you like, they always say what am I?
Anal.
They say I'm picky and I'm anal. It's not that I'm picky and I'm anal. I'm very detail oriented and I want everything a certain way.
You like what you like.
Right. So to hire somebody, you kind of sort of have to, if they're not that type of person where they have attention to detail, you kind of have to train them. So I like to do a mock setup, like, hey, this is how it goes. Like I find myself all the time going behind people, like moving stuff, fixing stuff.
Mm.
But I mean, I guess it's just,
This is Kyea's Krafty Konceptz.
yeah. Cause my favorite line is my name's on that, my name's behind that, my name's on that. So when somebody see it, I want them to be like, okay, Kyea did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want it to just be thrown together and, you know how Harrisburg can be sometimes.
Yes, they're lovely people. So do you have a signature trademark of some sort design like?
What's our signature trademark? No, I don't think we have one. Cause I try to do something, like I try to do something different with every event. When my mind gets to going, I'm like, can I do that? So I'll try something new to see if I can do it, to see if I can And sometimes I have to watch a YouTube video here and there, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I try to do something a little different at every event to say, okay, I can put that on the list now. I did that, conquered it. Now I can add that to the list.
So what was your most challenging event?
I think it might have been their dad's 50th. Because I put a lot into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a week's time to do it, and it was still challenging?
Very.
Okay.
Because even at the last minute, like, it was Wednesday. And I'm like, you know what? I want to add this. And I'm online trying to order stuff, see if it'll get there by Friday so I can add that to it. So as I was going
okay.
along,
I
I'm
got
like,
you
let
now.
me,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, I was seeing different stuff like, oh, I can add that, or oh, I can do this. So, yeah, it was.
And you have music with your events?
So I don't, but I know DJ. So like I said, when I have the consultation, if you're in need of a DJ, I can put you in contact with a DJ.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But while we're there, I have a speaker, so music gets us through. I turn on the speaker and we
okay.
just move. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else you want the people to know?
Anything else you want to know?
She just works us.
What?
She works us.
You no, let the people know that you get paid good too.
That's
to
what I was
work.
going to say. Does she pay you? Because if she paying you, I mean. But if she wasn't, I feel your pain.
She pays us.
Okay.
Do I pay you good, or do I just pay you?
She pays us well.
I was about to say, wait a minute now. Don't put a bad rap out
There's
there.
a
'cause-
difference. But,
right.
you know, but that's mom. Mom's telling us, listen.
And she gets paid for a lot, not just for the events that I do. Like, you know, like I said, she organizes, she tries to keep inventory and that type of stuff. So she gets paid all around the board.
As you should, Mom.
She, like, if I can't get in there and help her do treats, she gets paid to do treats. She got 200 treats coming up September something. What is it? You know.
Sounds like the first time she's hearing this.
Yeah, we got 200 treats to do. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, if someone would like to get in touch with Kyea Krafty Konceptz, I want you guys to know this is a tongue tie for me. So that's why I pointed to her at the beginning of the show. I could not get it together, but I got it now.
That's why we
How-
call it K3.
Yes.
Isn't that easy?
Yes, a lot easier. But
We know
I'm-
what that stands for, though, right?
The K3?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking what I just said, Kyea Krafty Konceptz.
But it came up because, you know, all the kids' names are Kai's. So it's
Okay.
Kyrie.
Okay.
Yep. Kyrie, Kyriel, and Kyrie. So that's where the whole K3
Oh, okay.
came into play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can one get in touch with you if they want an event?
So you can go to my Facebook page,
Which
which
is
is
called?
Kyea Krafty Konceptz,
Mhm.
LLC. Or you can go to my Instagram page, which is Kyea Krafty Konceptz as well. You can DM me, or my email and my telephone numbers on both pages.
Okay, but for someone who's watching right now, what's your email? What's your telephone number?
My email is kyeshepp@hotmail.com, KYSHEPP@hotmail.com. And my number is 717-736-5626. So, yeah.
And there you have it. What's the word, Harrisburg? Kyea Krafty Konceptz. Thank you for watching and continue having a super fantastic day. Thank you.